Hi everyone. Welcome back to another easy and slow English speaking practice video. In today's lesson, we're going to learn and practice daily use English words through a simple story. So, relax, listen carefully, and repeat after me whenever you can. Let's begin. One bright morning, I woke up early and stretched my arms. I looked at the clock and said, "It's time to get up." I went to the bathroom, brushed my teeth, and washed my face. I looked in the mirror and said, "Good morning." Then I went to the kitchen. I opened the fridge, took out some milk, and said, "I'll make breakfast." I made a cup of tea, toasted some bread, and fried an egg. While eating, I said to myself, "This breakfast tastes good." These are simple words we use every day. Wake up, brush, wash, eat, drink, make, open, close, and taste. After breakfast, I got ready for work. I wore my clothes, combed my hair, and looked for my shoes. I said, "Where are my shoes?" I found them under the table and said, "Oh, here they are?" Then I put on my bag and said, "I'm ready to go." When I stepped outside, I greeted my neighbor and said, "Good morning. How are you?" She smiled and replied, "I'm fine, thank you." "And you?" I said, "I'm good too." These are everyday English phrases. Good morning, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. On my way, I met a friend. He said, "Hey, where are you going?" I said, "I'm going to work." He said, "Let's walk together." I smiled and said, "Sure, let's go." As we walked, we talked about the weather. I said, "The weather is nice today," and he replied, "Yes, it's sunny and beautiful." We used simple but useful words: go, walk, talk, see, meet, nice, sunny, beautiful. At work, I greeted my co-workers and said, "Good morning, everyone." My boss came in and said, "Let's start the meeting." During the meeting, I listened carefully and took notes. I said, "That's interesting," and "I agree with that idea." When the meeting ended, I said, "Thank you, have a nice day." At lunchtime, I said to my friend, "Let's go for lunch." We went to a small restaurant and ordered food. I said, "I'd like some rice and chicken, please." The waiter said, "Sure, anything to drink?" I said, "Just water, please." We ate, laughed, and talked. I said, "This food is delicious." See how natural these daily words are. Eat, drink, like, delicious. Thank you. After lunch, I went back to work. I checked my emails, wrote some messages, and made a phone call. I said, "Hello, can I speak to Mr. John, please?" The person replied, "Yes, just a moment." I said, "Thank you so much." When I finished work, I said to my friend, "Let's go home." We walked out, smiled, and said, "See you tomorrow." These are all simple daily English words you can use every day. Work, check, call, speak, thank, walk, see. When I reached home, I was tired. I took off my shoes, washed my hands, and sat on the sofa. I turned on the TV and said, "Let's watch something relaxing." I watched a show and laughed. Then I said, "It's time for dinner." I cooked some rice and vegetables, ate slowly, and said, "This is healthy." After dinner, I cleaned the kitchen and said, "Everything looks clean now." Then I went to my room, picked up my phone, and talked to my friend. I said, "How was your day?" She said, "It was good." I went shopping. I said, "That's nice." "What did you buy?" She replied, "I bought a new dress." I said, "Wow, that sounds great." Daily words like buy, talk, eat, cook, clean, watch, like make your English flow naturally. Finally, it was time to sleep. I said to myself, I had a good day. I learned new words. I spoke in English. I turned off the lights, lay on the bed, and said softly, "Good night." These simple phrases, good day, good night, have a nice day, are part of our daily life. So, my friends, if you want to speak English fluently, start using these easy words every day. Don't worry about grammar. Don't worry about mistakes. Just speak slowly, clearly, and confidently. Remember, practice makes you perfect. The more you use these daily words, the more natural your English will become. Let's repeat a few. Wake up, eat breakfast, go to work, talk to people, drink water, go home, sleep, smile, learn, practice. You can use these in your daily routine. Say it with me. I speak English every day. I learn new words. I practice slowly and confidently. I am improving. Yes, you are improving every day. So keep going, keep practicing, and keep smiling. You're doing great. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this practice, don't stop here. Watch the next video and keep practicing with me. Let's make English a part of our life, slowly, easily, and confidently. You're doing amazing, and your journey has just begun.